Hey, good morning, guys. How are you doing? I hope you had a good day yesterday, even though it was slow. This will be quick because there's not a lot to say. So, firstly, in yesterday's updates, we said we were looking for a long from in here to mess around in here, and eventually we're coming down here. We did get our long. We got a long from around 80,000 in here. Let's get onto a decent time frame, and yeah, that would have been fine. You would have held that up here 1.5%, and you're done. What are we looking for today? Well, I'm kind of looking for it's a difficult day today. Firstly, Trump has left and has now got Jensen on board his plane. So Nvidia is now going to China as well, which makes a slightly different conversation around the chip story. Economics are important this morning. We've got PPI coming in today. CPI came in hot. If PPI does the same, I don't see BTC grinding up anytime soon. Basically, it means that there won't be any Fed cuts. And BTC is an asset that requires the Fed to do it a favor to really make a move. Also, the whole Trump-China thing is just stalling markets. So it's just liquidity grabs all day. So we've been saying this all week that we're going to get this kind of nonsense, and it might continue today. So this short here, which is quite an obvious short, in that we've got all these equal highs here, we've got a little bit of a gap in here, and we've got a resistance area, a resistance shelf here, would suggest that we get something which takes us up to here, and then we look to short. The problem with this short is, where do you put your stop loss? Well, I think you probably got to put it here. And if you get stopped, you get stopped and you reevaluate. Because that way we've got this 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5. No, don't want that. It might have already gone, it might already be going, in which case you're going to wait for the daily open to be taken out, and you'll look for something like this. Probably come back into this shelf here, and down we go. It's going to be slow. Whatever happens, it'll be slow today, until the news happens. News happening at 12:30 UK time. Brent oil is still doing what we said it was going to do. I think it's going to come up here, break this 113 mark, get some support, and then push into the low 20s. Might come down, fill this gap, and go up again. Who knows? DXY, same thing. There is still this gap. This gap here didn't get filled completely, so we still have a gap here. So we could see it come up and fill that, and then reverse back down. So nothing is looking particularly positive for BTC this morning. I'm not seeing a whole bunch of change from yesterday. What would I trade? Well, I definitely am going to look at this short if we get that move back up. And if we get the down up here. But this is a tough area to trade, guys, because your stop losses have to go at these highs, and we know all these highs are vulnerable. Okay, we know that this is an 886 hit here, which means that we know that this high is probably going to be taken out. When? Who knows? Which means that if we short and we suddenly get something that does that, it was already on the charts to happen. So so the safest trade is just to wait till we come back into here, or wait till we get under this nice big short. If this would be a decent short here, come in, resistance, and down we go. Yeah, because this is a decent. I'm not going to say neckline, but you know what I mean. This is a decent shelf line here for us to look at. Just have a quick peep at some volume on the Asia session. So Asia's kind of like, Asia comes up, finishes up here somewhere, little spike of volume. There's not been a whole great deal of interest in Asia. We've come down. Europe opens in 10 minutes. Probably get a spike up into the red area. taking out all these equal highs, and then let's look for a short and hope that that short is our short that we can sit in probably till Friday, which is, yeah, it's not a great short, but I guess it's one. It's it's something, isn't it? Maybe what will that be? If we hit that, oh, actually, that's right. 3.5%, 4%. There you go. So if you do take the short, then you got a couple of TPs, haven't you? You're gonna TP one at. Stop being an idiot, Adrian. TP one at here, and then we're gonna TP two here, and then you're gonna leave the runners into here. All right. The reason being, and the reason why they're quite short TPs, is that this is all corrective nonsense, and so this can quite easily do that, do that. All right, which is why I don't like these areas for trading, because they don't give you decent, really good directional bias, and because we have always end up leaving behind weak highs. Someone's probably gone short up here and they haven't taken in any profit yet because they're looking for lower, and they were probably definitely looking. Let's get back onto something else here. They were probably thinking, oh, I'm going to go short here and I'm going to wait for this to be taken out, and it never got taken out, and then half their profits have gone. So as I've been saying for weeks, this is basically BTC at the moment is just becoming a scalping asset. That's it. Okay. Looks like we're going to get that wee bounce off VWAP, hopefully into here. So look, that's 6 minutes, guys. I don't think you need much more than that. I'm in the Discord as usual. If you need anything, I'll be back on for New York. So yeah, and keep an eye on Trump in China is going to move markets. Something will happen. He'll say something. The fact that Jensen's disappeared with him as well, and all the tech bro guys, will probably reinvigorate that chip story. So watch to see if the NAS, see what happens on the NAS. I'd like the NAS to come down here, take these lows out into this little support area, and then we can get along. But because of the Jensen conversation that's happened overnight, it wouldn't surprise me if it just keeps tearing to the upside. So let's wait and see what happens. So today might be a wait and see day, I'm afraid. So yeah, all right then. So that's your lot. Have a lovely day. I'm in the Discord. If you need me, I will be back on pre-New York. And that's me done. All right then, lots of love. Tally buys.